and welcome to Hoffman's Hot Seat. I'm Tom Hoffman with 121 Media. Joining me today is Larry Kimmel, the recently named CEO for the Direct Marketing Association. Today we'll be discussing the top challenges facing direct marketers and some steps they can take to address these. Larry, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Tom. Good to be here.
Larry, what are the top challenges and opportunities facing direct marketers these days?
Well, I think these are the most challenging and interesting times to be in marketing or in direct marketing. I think the demand for information, for education, collaboration, and involvement with legislation has never been more important. So I'm glad to be in a position now as head of DMA to shine a light on those kinds of issues and solutions that help marketers in those four regards. I also think that so many people find it essential these days to play in social media, but so many people don't know how to quantify or monetize social media. And that's the kind of questions that direct marketers are focused on today and always have been, on where is the best go-to-market strategy, the best solutions for new and emerging types of communication means. Probably one of the most important questions that direct marketers have to contend with these days is one of relevancy. It's my belief that direct marketing and direct marketers won the war for the best go-to-market strategy. Many years ago, many of us decided that using quantifiable results information and coupling it with behavioral insights was a better approach to marketing. And sure enough, the world agrees. So I would suggest that all of SCM and all of display advertising and most of mobile and all of a new generation of iPad advertising are really direct response and direct marketing. And so we've won that competition for best go-to-market strategy, but I think we're losing the war for the hearts and minds of progressive marketers. Many of them don't define themselves as direct marketers, and that's unfortunate, and I think that's a critical issue that we have to contend with as well.
Interesting. So what would you say are some approaches that direct marketing leaders can take to help tackle these types of challenges?
I think it would be great if they participated in our community and actually, and I don't mean this facetiously, but join the DMA. I think the stronger our community is, the better off we will be. I think that progressive marketers who are doing digital and mobile marketing, if they understood the underpinnings of marketing and were brought together with the people who had the data infrastructure and the analytics to be able to drive answers throughout an enterprise and not through just one channel, would well serve everyone. I really think it's a wiki world, and I think that there are so many disciplines that can benefit from working together. I don't see the world only as an interactive marketer or as a mobile marketer. In our community, we have people doing interesting things, leveraging data, combining with quantifiable results, and working in telemarketing channels and in the mobile discipline and in search and in social and in cutting-edge mail and print and interactive television. And we're doing it domestically and internationally and for-profit and non-profit. And I think the strength of a diverse community helps shine light on answers. We had an event in New York a couple of weeks ago, and one of the speakers was from Red Cross. And I think that Red Cross was really a pioneer in what they did in mobile and fundraising for Haiti. And I think lots of for-profit marketers have a lot to learn from that community, and of course vice versa.
That's a great example. Can you talk about some of the top initiatives being worked on by DMA and its members?
Well, I think that one of the most important things that we're doing here is trying to enhance member value. I think we have so much content, but quite frankly, I think we've done a less than stellar job getting that information out to our community. So we are launching a couple of things in October, and your listeners will be one of the first people to learn about it. We'll be launching something called Knowledge Bank. So if a member attends our conference or is a member, our conference in San Francisco in October, they will have access to about 170 different sessions, and they will have that access on their desktop. We are doing a global portal, which we believe will be the largest and most important progressive portal and resource for education and information in digital and direct marketing anywhere around the world. We're also launching a new version of our website to get that information out to people. So that's really important. The other thing that I think the community has to do is think think about advocacy and the issues that we need to pay attention to from a legislative perspective, issues of privacy and taxation and postal reform, they're things that we as marketers have to pay attention to. And unless we get this right and find the appropriate balance between consumer interest and our underlying economy, I think that consumers and our economic interest will not be well served. So I think those are two really important initiatives that marketers, direct marketers, and our community has to pay attention to.
Well, Larry, thanks for taking some time out with us today.
Tom, happy to do it.
To learn more about relationship strategy, visit www.one-to-one-media.com.